T-Wolf. Let's talk about this real quick. Recently, there's been buzz that the T-Wolf might possibly, Doc River just recently got the head coaching job in Philadelphia. Someone put out that he might be looking to get LaMelo Ball to the Sixers and pair him up with Joel Embiid. I don't know how valid that is or how true that is, but look, Doc, if you're looking to do that, I hope the Timberwolves like bang get in that talk really quick because pairing D'Lo, Ben Simmons, and Cat up in the Western Conference. Like I said, I already said the Wolves getting the number one seed, so that definitely guarantees, playoff, if not that number one seed that I said last week. So look, if the Sixers is even interested in that, remotely interested, if you're the Wolf, you pull that trade. Pairing Ben Simmons, D'Lo, and Cat with Malik Beasley and whatever they can put around the team. That's a winning team right there. I don't know, man. That's not a lot of experience in that. That's one thing about the Wolves. I like to see them go out and get that veteran players that, players can kind of respect in the locker room. All these young players are not going to cut it. It's fine to have all these young players and look at potential, but you got to have a veteran. You got to have a Udana Haslam in the locker room. You got to have a Jared Dudley in the locker room. Somebody that's not playing, but you know what? He sets that culture. He can kind of take the young players under his wings and show them how to behave on the court and off the court. So we're not having incidents like Malik Beasley getting arrested for marijuana and drug possessions or marijuana and gun possessions. You need that, man. So I'd like to see the Wolves get that veteran and not just like somebody who knows their role and is just there to play that role. Like the Sixers did once upon a time with Elton Brand. They had him on the team just as like that veteran presence to just be like, yo, you're not going to play, you're not going to do much, but you're here to tutor the young players and make sure they stay on course. So, but speaking of that, let's get back to that trade. The Wolves sending the number one pick to the Sixers for Ben Simmons. Ben Simmons and D'Lo play on the same high school team, so that would be kind of reuniting that too. You could put Ben Simmons you could put Ben Simmons at the point guard, or you could even put him at the four with Cat. Put him at the four, put Cat at the five. You have D'Lo at point guard, Malik Beasley at shooting guard. You have one of the rookies, either not a rookie anymore, either Cover or Kogi playing small forward. I like that lineup. That lineup is definitely good enough in my mind to make some kind of playoff noise in the West. And the West is going to be tough. But with that lineup, that probably is the best lineup Minnesota can get coming out of this offseason. So I like to see the GM, come on, put pressure on the Sixers, man. Put that trade out there. See if they're willing to budge on that. They probably want a little bit more than just the number one pick for Ben Simmons. But look, however way you can do it, this is what you get paid for as a GM. If you got to get a third team involved in it, do it. But I'd like to see the Wolves, if they could pull that trade off, I think that definitely, that definitely solidified the Wolves as a playoff team this year in the Western Conference. So I'd like to see that. But that's really enough for Minnesota news. Let's get into something the rest of the country. Let's get into America here. Our